When a large language model can generate a syntactically perfect essay in a matter of seconds, the traditional academic assessment collapses. A finished, polished document standing alone no longer proves that any human cognitive work actually took place. Generative tools can bypass the learning process by jumping straight to a final output. If an evaluation only captures that end result, it captures the tool's performance rather than the student's development. To survive this shift, curriculum design must adopt the premise articulated by Fei-Fei Li. AI is not a substitute for human intelligence. It is a tool to amplify it. This forces a stark, existential question for modern educators. Why require students to write at all if an algorithm can do it for them? The answer requires a total structural pivot. To maintain academic rigor, the curriculum must be rebuilt as a regulated system evaluating the iterative process of writing rather than the final product alone. We can examine this architectural shift through Vinh University's academic and professional writing course. It serves as a pedagogical blueprint for the AI era. The course thesis is explicit. It requires students to master traditional academic literacies while integrating the ethical, strictly constrained use of generative AI. To enforce this, the syllabus relies on 3 structural layers: a rigid, multi-step process timeline, a granular AI assessment scale, and modular real-world competency portfolios. The syllabus positions the instructor as an architect of cognitive boundaries. By designing specific constraints into the workflow, the course sets parameters that require students to demonstrate their own research and analysis at every stage. The first major assessment is a 1,500-word literature review. Students must synthesize information on high-impact global topics using frameworks like the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Rather than a single due date, the paper is fragmented into strict components from weeks 10 through 16. The workflow moves from a week 12 draft to week 13 peer review to final synthesis. Missing an early milestone locks students out of the sequence. During the peer review phase, generative AI is entirely forbidden. The feedback must be descriptive, specific, and generated by the student. Vague or AI-generated critiques result in an immediate failure for that standard. By enforcing this rigid, visible progression, the syllabus structurally prevents an AI from jumping straight to the finish line. This provides total visibility into the student's actual cognitive process. Broad academic integrity policies demanding students simply do not cheat with AI fail against modern shadowed tools. They are administratively unenforceable. To solve this, the university uses a 5-level AI assessment scale. Level 1 designates 0 AI assistance. Level 3 allows AI for collaboration, requiring students to actively modify outputs. Level 5 is where students co-design novel approaches with the instructor to solve complex problems. This scale treats AI integration as a spectrum of active collaboration. It replaces the binary distinction between cheating and honesty with clear, enforceable operational boundaries. Whenever an assignment activates levels 2 through 5, the syllabus requires formal Gen AI acknowledgement. Students must declare the specific tools used, document the exact prompts they inputted, and explain the logic of how the algorithmic output was integrated into their work. This documentation acts as a liability shield against AI hallucinations, instances where a model presents completely false information with absolute syntactic confidence. Under this syllabus, the burden of accuracy rests entirely on the student. Submitting unchecked hallucinated errors is penalized as a direct violation of academic integrity.
Utilizing AI does not reduce a student's workload. It elevates their role to an executive fact-checker who must independently cross-reference and verify every piece of output the algorithm provides. The course answers the why right question by abandoning generic, disposable essays. These portfolios consist of real-world artifacts. Students write entrepreneurial club pitches, optimize LinkedIn profiles, draft grade appeals, and structure study exchange communications. To manage the workload of these high-stakes artifacts, the curriculum features a built-in token policy. Students begin the semester with 2 tokens. A token can be spent to buy a 3-day deadline extension without penalty. Once spent, students can earn tokens back by securing positive external responses to their portfolio artifacts. By combining strict competency grading with this token economy, the class abandons arbitrary point scoring. It moves students into a system of professional risk and resource management. Look at the complete architectural stack. We have an iterative timeline serving as the foundation, the AI assessment scale defining the framing, and the modular portfolios acting as the output. This architecture actively fosters the university's target graduate attributes: empathy, exceptional ability, creativity, an entrepreneurial mindset, and leadership. We see this in the workflow. The mandatory non-AI peer review sessions engineer empathy and leadership by requiring students to guide and critique each other's actual thinking, not their prompt engineering. We teach the process of writing alongside AI to actively force the human into an editorial, high-level executive function. An algorithm can generate text, but it cannot synthesize original primary literature, it cannot demonstrate authentic empathy in peer review, and it cannot adapt strategically to complex, high-stakes professional scenarios. This rigorously engineered policy document defines the exact boundary between human cognition and algorithmic assistance, shifting the syllabus from a simple list of dates into a defensive architectural stack.